Here we are, everybody. We are back.
The Marketplace Mavericks.
We are back. Blake and I have actually been just shooting the shit for the past half an hour, and we decided to just hit record.
And so now it's time to record, and here we are, guys. Welcome back to another podcast. It's just us two flying together. Pete's off for the night, and so John and I decided, let's take it. Let's go with this thing. So, John, where are you at these days? How's things going for you in your Amazon journey?
Yeah, mine are going well. I think I have my first chance to kind of land my first large account, something that's going to give me the ability to like take a paycheck and kind of anchor my business.
Dude, I think that's phenomenal, especially whenever, when we started almost a year ago, to look at where you're at now and to think we knew the potential. We've seen the potential in other people that sell on Amazon, but now you're at the cusp of that, right? And so I remember as we were doing our calls and as we were texting back and forth, and just like, it's one of those things you don't know if you're ever going to get over the hump, and you don't know if you're going to be even paying yourself anything. And John and I both probably to this day have not paid ourselves because you're constantly putting it back into your inventory and your advertising or whatever it is that you're doing. So yeah, I think once John is at that place now. He's on the cusp of a phenomenal ride with Amazon. I mean, it's we said it from the very beginning. You can't take the easy route. There is a lot of work that has to go into this thing, and John is a testament to it. I've not arrived where John's at yet. I'm on my way there. I want to get there, and I will. But it is something that you literally have to work at all the time, and even without a paycheck. And that's exactly what John's done, and I've done the same thing. And so I couldn't be more thrilled for where John's at in this journey with Amazon. I mean, it's going to be a wild thing. It's going to be an incredible thing. I mean, you talk about just some, I guess just something you can hang your hat and say, I'm proud of this, because the truth is what you do on Amazon is only built by you. And so that's what John's done. John's built it, and really props to John for what he's done. And I'm trying to do the same thing. Mine's not exactly the same as his, but man, it is a phenomenal thing to see after 11 months here we are, right? Yeah. We're all literally right out of a year, 10, 11 months, something like that. And to see not taking a paycheck, but still busting yourself to get the things done that have to get done. And yeah, you have some coaches, you have some things along the way, but that does not take out the hard work that's going to be required for someone to be successful in this business. And my hat's off to John, because he has done a remarkable job with this. So go ahead, John, continue.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, we're close. I think I've been not stuck, because stuck at I've been somewhere around like the 50K mark every month. But I'm 50K, and I have one full-time VA. I have two part-time freelance VAs. So I have a payroll and stuff that I'm paying, but a lot of times you saw it, because I always looked at guys and I'm like, they always got stuck around 50, 60K, went stagnant for a little bit, and then you have that big spike.
Yep.
Where things kind of open up. And now I'm kind of looking, I'm like, with the orders that I'm placing the past couple weeks, it's oh, okay. A bunch of things came together. Launching some brands, they're the kind of the question mark, and then this one brand that I'm working with that is really, going to turn into six figures, and already selling well on Amazon. So it has really been. So now it's just kind of the waiting period.
Yeah. Which is the worst period. Although, if you want to get technical, John, you've been waiting 11 months.
Yeah. So now we're really going to see, am I going to be able to get to that level where I can start paying myself and have really an anchor type account.
Yeah.
Well,
where go ahead.
Where I can kind of, count on the money every month. And I know that I've been taking the right steps and, trying to do all the right things, but you still never know. You do all the planning. You're like, okay.
Now it's execution time.
We need to this stuff to pay off. So there's a lot of question marks with brands that I'm launching. But then again, the one that I put the least amount of work into is becoming my most profitable.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And sometimes, again, but I would also say you're never going to come across that one, even if it is the easiest. until you're busting your butt trying to get all this stuff done, because those things aren't coming to you. You're going to them.
Yeah, and the one that I did do was literally a one phone call. Let me put in an order. One that you were kind of like, even had some red flags to it, but it ended up just working.
And I'm sure it had red flags to you in a sense of like, I'm about to dump some money into this thing, and like that could be a big loss. And so again, I think risk is a huge thing in any entrepreneur venture, and that's exactly what this is.
Some sort of calculated, and then you're but like this one, like they didn't limit Amazon sellers, and they didn't have any map restrictions, and I was like, ugh.
Explain your map restrictions so people can understand.
It really just people don't have a floor of what they can sell for. So, but what it did have going for is high sale price. So,
which that's a whole new area that maybe people who are listening to us have not ventured out into. One, maybe not be able to. Number two, don't realize that is available.
Yeah,
because you went to a much higher priced item.
Yeah, it's around it's over $200, almost $300.
Yeah,
and I think that is why this brand probably has not gotten as many phone calls and flooding in, because they don't do huge numbers, and it's high sale price. But I kind of figured, well, it doesn't need to do huge numbers.
Nope.
It's a high sale price. I don't need to sell 1,000 a month.
You'd be glad to do that, John.
That would be nice. I would also have to figure out how to buy 1,000.
Right, absolutely.
So it's like, okay, but it seemed to work. Really, it
literally just fell into place. I mean, after you made your calls, I mean, you had your conversations with these people, and at one point, you were placing what I would still call a large order, but in this world, it was a very small order, right? And so you really didn't even have the, I wouldn't say you didn't have the backing from them, because you did, because they sold it to you in some way.
Yeah, but I had no history with
You had no history, you had no relationship, you were just another buyer buying their product.
Right. So this was the first brand that I really have done things, I think, more of the way I think I would like to do it going forward. Not launching brands, but being able to seeing the product, because I've been buying from this brand for 3 or 4 months now. Every single order I put in, double it, keep on doubling it. And this past order I put in was about close to 25. And then all of a sudden, like, you just saw the tone change. And like, I was able to get,
They like John now. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, really, John's paying their bills too, right? So,
you're right. So all of a sudden now, like, I really didn't have any luck trying to get them to talk about Amazon, because they know nothing about it. They're not registered, but they are
which really works to your advantage. And it's not that it's an advantage point that you have the inside with that side.
Exactly.
It's not that you're taking advantage of it. It's just that they just don't know.
But they're a busy company, and they just didn't really care. And then I started putting money in. And then when I talked to her this last time, I said, "Listen, would like to start spending around $50,000 a month with you." And like,
again, the tone changed.
Yeah.
Hey, in fact, I'm going to take a guess at it, probably because I already know the answer. But I'm going to say, "Hey," she said, "let's get the owner on the phone."
Yeah, and I made sure I did that the day after I put the purchase order in for about $25,000. Then I paid the $12,000 that I had bought before. Because they give me a 30, so I paid that. Then the next day I put in a $25,000 order, and then the next day I called.
So you did a 12, a 25, and then you placed a 50.
Yeah, I think I went 5, 12,
or 5, 12,
25, and then now the 50 that I want to do. So,
yeah, they're going to do whatever you need.
I made sure I didn't get, like, until I put all that in. Then I called, and like they pick up, and they're not too busy anymore.
Of course, yeah. They get all the time in the world when John calls.
Which is completely understandable. Being new, this is the first time I've worked with a brand this long. I don't have any time. I just started doing it. So, like, now I was able to see, like, oh, okay.
You've been able to carve your own path. You understand what it's going to take. You got the resource on the side with the VAs, but also your own knowledge that you've been able to get over the time of this thing. And so you're able to put all of those things together into a very successful Amazon listing that was somewhat successful already before.
Right.
And now you just get to manage that whole thing.
Right. Yeah. Now I'm going to be able to at least get on the phone, We're going to get them brand registered. We're going to get ourselves put into their registry.
So right now, is that considered a generic listing?
No. The brand is there.
Okay.
It's just that they're not. They don't. But we're going to change that.
Okay.
Okay. Because he's already trademarked. So it's actually not another brand I was working with did it. They were trademarked already. Okay. It only took them like 15 minutes to do.
Through Amazon trademark dealer, Amazon's accelerator.
Yeah, they didn't have to do the IP accelerator or any of that.
They did not.
They were already They just had to put their trademark in.
Okay.
So like this brand to get registered would take them 20 minutes. Like it's not a big deal. It doesn't cost anything. So we're going to do that. I'm sure I'm going to, when I talk to them, they're going to be able to do that. And then we're going to get some control over the listings.
Very cool.
And they're not interested. Like, this is just such an easy, I come in, you don't deal with Amazon at all. I spend $50,000, $60,000 a month with you. Don't let anyone else buy on Amazon.
And that's not a hard sell.
Not really. Not when I'm already purchasing. I can see the difference. Like,
if you don't, absolutely. You don't have the history with them. You don't have the purchases with them.
I have no history. So if I'm talking to somebody like, okay, like you haven't spent any money with me, but you're saying you're going to. And I'm supposed to do all this because you're saying it. Like, no, spend some money. Right. Which, again, this doesn't surprise me that this is the way it would work. It's just nice now that I'm finally getting to that.
You're in that right now. Yep.
And it's like, okay, I like this.
Yeah, and they like you.
Yeah, and this is all for, just one phone call out of many.
Which I think is an encouragement to me, but also I'd say to anybody listening is that pick up the phone and make a call. And I'm preaching to myself on that. Like, I haven't got to that point yet. I've got a lot of things going in my life right now, but that is... John and I, that's why John and I, we have neither one of us have a problem talking, clearly.
No.
And so that's easy for John to pick up a phone and make a call to somebody as a cold call. Really, it was a cold call. And, pick up the phone and just do that. I just haven't done it. Not because I'm scared to. It's just I personally haven't had time to do all that yet.
Right.
I'm not nervous to do it. And
for anybody who's doing this, pick up that phone.
What's the worst they're going to tell you?
Right. I go after small to medium-sized businesses, which that doesn't mean they're not doing millions in revenue.
Right.
A small to medium brand can do massive volume. But I can tell in a place like this, there are basically 4 people there, plus their warehouse workers.
Wow.
So now they do a lot, but I can kind of picture the place. Now that I've talked to all of them, I have all their emails. I'm like, I'm talking to the whole company.
It wouldn't be long before you have a tour of the place, John.
Right.
I mean, really.
I'm talking to the whole company. So, and that's just the kind of people I want to deal with.
Absolutely.
I want to be able to hook up the phones hey, Donna, how are you?
Yep.
I want to have that sort of, because obviously she's not just a secretary.
Business is built on relationship, and we've said that from the get-go. Miles has pumped that into us.
Yeah.
You got to talk to people, and
that's where for me this is the nice mix of e-commerce and normal work.
Yep. Yep.
I'm able to mix in some human interaction,
absolutely,
just emails, these people you're talking to, you trust each other, you understand, you have a relationship, and that's the nice part for me. Some people don't want that. Some people just want to grind on that computer, and that's fine.
But when you make that contact and when you make that connection and you have a relationship established, that's when you really begin to see the results.
Right.
And because it goes both ways.
Right, and the networking starts happening naturally,
very organically.
Right.
Very organically.
My whole goal is not to have a Google sheet 670 lines long.
Yep. I hear you. John. In fact, you and I were even talking about that before this. Is that you can do 1 or 2 ASINs and be just fine. You don't have the shrinkage. You don't have the loss. You don't have all those things that everybody is so aware of. Well, it's not that you don't have them. You have very, very few spots that could go.
Right.
Easier to track, find.
Right. No. So it's been, we're knocking on nothing is, no, actually one brand I am making money on already, but there are a lot of question marks. Everything is in transit, going to warehouses.
You just needed to hit them shelves and get gone.
Yeah, we are just crossing our fingers, and
I'm sure you're crossing your toes and everything else in between.
Yeah. So
I bet you even keep your legs crossed, John.
I do. They're crossed right now. So yeah, Blake and I just thought we would come on here and just keep on having the same conversation we had.
Yeah, I might as well share it with you guys. I think some of you can take this information and, man, be able to utilize it. And maybe it's just an encouragement to pick up the dang phone and call somebody.
Yeah, like wholesaling. If you're sourcing, like put the time into sourcing. Any chance you can get, like pick up the phone. You know, LinkedIn. You use like resources to find a phone number. I used LinkedIn today for a random brand. Couldn't find their phone number or good email. They only have that terrible contact form that no one ever answers.
Yeah.
And like I went on LinkedIn and I found the email for their social media /marketing.
Come on.
Manager. And like his email. And I was able to message him on LinkedIn. So like stuff like that. Like, I don't know, the guy might never call me back. But I got a better chance of what I did today.
Today, yep.
Sending that to him than filling out that contact form on the website.
Yep.
You know, because I have my LinkedIn built out. He can see what I do. Like, might not like it, but you never know. He might like it.
Well, so, at least he's able to see it.
Right. So just stuff like that, like, get tricky, figure it out. And, like, the thing is, if you want to find someone to get a hold of them,
you can. If you want it bad enough, you will.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like,
tip or trick real fast.
Anytime I meet somebody new and I need, like, any social stalking done, I just give their name to, like, my girlfriend, and like
she takes care
of their entire life history.
It doesn't take long. It's all out there. It doesn't
take long. I can't, but like she could.
One quick word of advice from John tonight. John's been downloading all kinds of stuff to us tonight with his stuff that he's got going on. But what would you say to somebody as just an encouragement? I know we said pick up the phone, but what is something else that you would say to the people tonight listening in their journey?
Yeah, I would say like consistency. Just stay consistent. Like stay consistent with what you're doing. It's a really tough balance, like I'm having right now, of trying to expand, but like still being like this tunnel vision. You know, TikTok's really hot, like, and some of the products that I'm selling would really, it would serve me to also do TikTok, because TikTok you also get that halo effect into your Amazon from TikTok. Mm-hmm. So it's really a marketing tool. But I don't want to stretch myself too thin. I really want to learn more about PPC, advertising, but I'm also sourcing. So it's like finding this balance of when to have tunnel vision and when to expand and try to like learn more things.
Yeah.
And I'm ultra aware of that because of the industry I came from. The taxi industry did not evolve. And they're gone because of that.
Yeah.
So I'm really trying to, because Amazon is never going away, guys. It's never, ever going away. It is going, and there is never going to be drastic changes to Amazon. It is going to evolve as time goes on, and you just need to
evolve with it.
So, like, I think that's where I'm just trying to, like, battle now, is like that balance. But yeah, for people.
Well, I think the word consistency is a huge thing. Consistent. And again, if you weren't consistent from the day you started when you couldn't hook up your printer, getting consistent to really be able to find out what are the next things that John needs to be consistent in. So it's everything within the business. You just got to stay consistent at it. Find what works and keep doing it. Find what works and repeat.
Yeah, keep doing it. Like just keep doing it. It will, like, if you make enough calls, if you're doing it right, like you'll
learn from the mistakes. Yep, you'll learn from the mistakes, and you just keep picking up and keep moving forward. There's not any product. There's never going to be not enough products to be able to source and launch something like John just did.
Yeah. So
they're out there. You just got to work for it.
Yeah. So guys.
Congratulations to John. Great job, man.
Until next time, we're
the Marketplace Mavericks, and you can send us an email at marketplacemavericks@gmail.com. Marketplace Mavericks, gmail.com. Until next time, adios.
See you guys.